Mr. Reef, you're never going to believe this, but I wasn't able to come to school today because I won free tickets to the Madrid soccer game. My mom was driving me to school like always. We were in the car listening to the radio. I was flipping through the channels, looking for one of those very funny phone taps or a song that I like. I eventually came to the Spanish channel. The song Rompe was playing, and I loved that one. A commercial came on, and we had just finished the unit on recognizing certain Spanish ads in my Spanish class. The commercial was about the big soccer game that was going on in Spain today, and they were giving away free tickets. I never did this kind of thing, calling it for prizes, but today I was feeling lucky. I called the number that they announced in Spanish, and out of nowhere, I was on the radio. They asked me for my name and where I lived, and they transferred me to the operator to claim the prize. I couldn't believe it. They also included first-class airfare to Spain and back. They included 2 tickets for everything, so I decided to take my dad. My mom drove me home, and my dad hadn't left for work yet. I told him the story, and he was ecstatic. We both packed our bags and printed out the plane, game, and hotel tickets. We drove straight to the airport to the terminal. Security was quick, considering it was a Tuesday at 7:50 a.m. We went to the section of our plane that our plane was at, and got a quick bite at Chili's to go. We had an 8:30 flight, so I watched an episode of Family Guy on my iPhone. We then boarded the plane first class. The flight attendants gave us a complimentary snacks such as chips and fresh-baked cookies. One of the stewardess gave me a hot, moist towel, an herbal green tea beverage, and a complimentary Kindle Fire to use during the flight. The plane took off, and the ride was very enjoyable. It was an 8-hour flight, and we landed on time. We got off the plane, went to claim our luggage, and got a taxi. I've never been to Spain, and it was weird seeing everything in a different language. We went straight to the game with our bags because we were going to be late. The seats were 5th row back in the middle. They were great. We enjoyed soda and snacks as we watched the teams play. Soccer was a lot faster up close than on television. The players were also a lot taller than I expected. Eventually, the game was coming to an end. All of a sudden, the ball was kicked, and it went askew. It had a lot of spin and bounced off the opposing team's midfielder's head and went out of bounds. It came straight for me. I jumped up and caught the game ball. That game was truly amazing. We went back to our 5-star hotel and had a steak dinner. We slept in a comfortable Tempur-Pedic bed. We had to go to sleep because we had a 6 a.m. flight the next morning. We repeated the process going home, going through security, boarding the plane, and landing. We got our car, drove home, and slept in that day. These 2 days were truly amazing, and that is why I couldn't come to class for the last 2 days.